Hi there, and welcome to this episode of Write With Me at IELTS Juice. We have an essay and the rubric. Here says, many manufactured food and drink products contain high levels of sugar. Before I go any further, please pay attention. Manufactured food and drink products, food and drink products, two separate items, and they are manufactured. So we're talking about the items you will find in a mall. The majority of the items you find in a mall, in a shopping center, in a grocery store, in your local market, in your local supermarket. So all those items that come in packages with labels, not all of them, but we're talking about the majority of those products. Let me continue. Which causes many health problems. All right. Our concern is that we are in danger of health issues because the food and drink products contain a high level of sugar. IELTS is giving us this as a fact, so let's take it as it is. Let's continue. Sugary products should be made more expensive to encourage people to consume less sugar, or to discourage them from consuming a lot of sugar. Okay, this is another fact. We need to make all the items that I just mentioned, that is pretty much the majority of items you may find in a grocery store, for instance, those items should be made more expensive. Now, what is the essay type? Do you agree or disagree? So basically, IELTS throws out facts. One, we know manufactured food and drinks contain a high level of sugar. This is a fact. So we cannot deny this. Number two, the high level of sugar is bad for your health. We know that, again, 100% accurate. Three, it's better to increase the price of those items to stop people from having more sugary products. Now, do you agree with this or you disagree? First and foremost, we need to decide in our heads what our opinion is going to be. So it's an easy opening right now. This is my opinion, whatever it is. Whether you believe, yes, we should make them more expensive, so you're all 100% for the idea, or you might want to say, no, making things expensive is just going to solve the issue for a short amount of time, in a short term, and later people will, if they want to buy something, they will buy it. So yeah, no big deal. This is not going to solve the issue. We need better, I don't know, education, better support. We need to force these companies to clearly say the contents of their products. I don't know, things like that. Your opinion is the king of this essay. I'm going to put it over here, but I'm going to borrow it later on. So depending on your opinion, you will organize your essay, but basically it doesn't matter how we organize, if you agree or you disagree. Just make sure you say it clearly whether you agree or disagree. As always, I will go ahead and introduce an attention grabber. And these rubrics like this that are health related, they usually come with very good attention grabbers. For instance, you can say, our children, our teenagers are slowly poisoning themselves without parents knowing it. Anybody who has a beating heart and reads this message would be encouraged to read the entire essay. I'm not giving you one magical sentence here. I'm just telling you health-related issues are concerns for many people. And when you have a label or a topic like this, it grabs many people's attentions. So you might as well use it to your advantage for your IELTS test, for your essays. So something health-related. And make it as innocent looking or dangerous or it's hazardous or you just basically it's an urgent move, you need to do something. Use that kind of language here. We need some connecting info. The connecting info should be the part that I said about the rubric. Remember, I said the IELTS has given us facts. I counted 3. Go ahead and, I don't know, maybe write 4 or 2. Just do not contradict what IELTS says. But here is the place where you need to say that we have so many factories, food companies producing packaged products, from packaged nuts to I don't know, chips and chocolate and cookies, different names. You go ahead and write the information that these are these food products contain high levels of sugar. And don't forget that we are talking about food and drinks. Companies, I don't want to name them, so soft drink companies, you know which companies already, and they create different brands like diet or standard or light, but they are still soft drinks, and or juice, but they still contain high levels of sugar. All right, and then please state your opinion. Your thesis statement, the most important sentence of your entire essay, is going to say your opinion. Your opinion appears here. You need to say, should we really make these products more expensive? Is it going to solve the problem at hand? Or no? We shouldn't do that. That's a useless act. You might say something in between, like, it is effective, but it's not enough. And that is a separate item. Maybe we can talk about that approach later on. But at this point, I'm going to assume that you are going to agree with this 100% or disagree with this 100%. So let's assume that making things more expensive for you is, yeah, it's a way to go. So you agree with this approach. Basically, in the following paragraphs, you need to say, yes, I agree, yes, I agree. You might come up with reasons, because reason A and because reason B, and you support your opinion. I believe these sugary products should be made more expensive to discourage people from eating and drinking or consuming them. Good, based on these 2 reasons. You can come up with any reasons. If you're listening to or watching this YouTube channel and you would like me to suggest something, I would suggest that you go from, like, the first item, the reason should be personal, and the second one should be for the benefit of family, or personal and or professional, like these sugary products can reduce your performance at work, or personal health and societal health. So related to you as an individual, and related to you as a member of society. And you can come up with one reason from that realm or that category and another reason from the other category. That would be my suggestion. I think that is a better approach. But if you don't want to do that and just want to focus on your personal health or the health of your children, you can divide it into children, teenagers, children and teenagers, adults, young adults, adults, senior citizens. You can even divide it into those categories. These are just my suggestions. You can, of course, change them the way you believe is right. And you end it by restating your opinion. So your opinion must appear here. You also remember that based on reasons A and B, you believe this is 100% accurate and effective, or the other way around. And don't forget to, add your final thought. So your final thought might be some suggestion or some prediction, like if we don't do it, we don't act now, our next generation is bound to be, diabetic or suffer from diet-related diseases, things like that. Or you might want to give suggestions, like the education system should start introducing a course about food, other than math and physics and, I don't know, history, chemistry. Other than those elements, you might want to teach children or our students, our next generation, about health benefits. What is food? And to go through different elements of food, diet, health, and things like that. So this is our essay. It's a safe approach, but I'm not going to stop here. This is an approach that you can follow for 100% agreement or 100% disagreement. I'm going to make slight changes here, and I'm going to introduce a way that you might want to find more challenging. All right. So this is for those who wish to get a higher score at IELTS. So you want something more challenging? Here we go. You want to say that I agree with this scenario, or I agree with this solution here, but it's not just that. So again, or it's not enough. It's not enough just to make these things more expensive. By the way, what I'm going to say is going to be 100% accurate for the time when you say, no, this is not enough and you need more activity. So basically, making things more expensive are either helpful, but it's not enough, or it's not helpful and you need to also add some other items. So I am introducing an opinion that is more challenging. So you do not stay within the IELTS parameter, you expand upon it. You make it a larger problem. So this is challenging. This is not for everyone. Stay with me. It might be a little more complicated. You might want to watch this section, a couple more times to fully understand what I mean. So first you say whether you agree with this or not. So your opinion is here, and you say, I agree, but not 100%. I agree that this is enough. I agree that this is not enough and we need certain other actions. In that case, you say your opinion, and then your first paragraph will be focused on this. You are going to say why you believe this is enough because of these reasons. So this is one of the ways, but it's not the entire approach. Yes, we should make things more expensive. Yes, absolutely. But there is more. there's another item that we need to start thinking about. But please make sure that you develop this first. So your opinion appears here about this topic. And here we add more suggestions. You can say at least there's another solution that we can follow, and you introduce it, develop it. If you want, you can add another solution. You don't have to, really. If you can develop another solution more deeply, great. If not, add another solution, another suggestion. Even I would like to tell you that you can devote another paragraph to the other suggestion. The reason is, I would like you to see that when you say this is good but not enough, your essay again shows it. Like, this is good, it's part of my opinion, but it's not enough. We still need 2 more actions to help us. This is challenging. This is optional. This part is optional. But if you want, you can. And you can show the reader that there is more to be done. And as you can see, in this essay, I did not talk about any opposite views. So this will get you a higher score. This is riskier, but you are developing more ideas. And this is also a challenging way. Can you do the same thing with the opposite view? Yes. But my job here is to offer the logical ways to introduce the easier methods to approach this task. I don't want to confuse you. There are many other methods that you can approach this particular task. I am just telling you how to organize this. If you wish to see a sample on this specific rubric that we read, assess, and improve, click over here. If you wish to see other videos with a little green apple here that in those videos we basically analyze and plan, click over here. And don't forget, eat healthy.